and today I'd love to introduce you to mirror image die cutting. Now, with dies we sort of have one side a right way and a wrong way. So I'm just going to explain that a little bit to you. So I've taken this die, this is a tattered lace die and it's from the Home Sweet Home collection. It's called the Watercolour Elephant. And I've cut this out of some white cardstock. This is a 240 GSM, so it's a perfect weight for die cutting really. And as you can see, there's two sides to the die cut. On this side, we've actually got a beveled edge, and if I actually take a little bit of ink, so I'm just using one of my Rare Earth Reactions ink pad, just this green ink, and if I actually ink the edges, we can see that beveled edge a little bit better. So as you can see, by inking the edge of this, we can see we've got that rounded beveled edge. It looks really finished and really professional. Whereas if we turn the die over, you can see it's sort of the wrong side to the die. So if we were to ink this, it wouldn't look as neat or as finished. So dies do very much have a right way and a wrong way. However, what if we would actually like to mirror image this die cut and perhaps have two elephants facing each other? Well, there's a very easy way in which we can do that. So all I did to create these mirror image die cuts is I die cut the image as usual through my cardstock, run that through the die cutting machine just as you would using your normal plate combination for a thin metal die, as tattered lace dies are thin metal dies. This is what you get. However, if you cut that twice and run them back through your die cutting machine, sandwiched between a few pieces of cardstock, so I would say a couple of pieces of 240 GSM will do the trick. Basically, you want enough cardstock, enough depth to that cardstock that it's equivalent roughly to the depth of your die, and I find a couple of sheets of 240 will do that nicely. Sandwich your die cut between those two pieces of cardstock and then your normal plate combination for a thin metal die. What you'll find that will do is will actually flatten that die cut. So as you can see now, we've not actually got that beveled edge to the die cut. So here we've got the beveled edge that we can see, that rounded almost chamfered edge. Whereas on this piece where we've run this back through the die cutting machine, we've flattened the image, we've not got that beveled edge. So then we can actually reverse that die. So we've got mirror image die cutting. So all you need to do to create mirror image dies, and you can do this with any die whatsoever, is die cut your die as normal, go through your die cutting machine with your normal plate combination, and then sandwich that die cut between a couple of sheets of cardstock, run that back through your machine to flatten it, and then you can be using the reverse of your die cuts as well as what we've described as the right side. So that's mirror image die cutting, a really fun technique, and I can't wait to see the results that you can create when you start mirroring your dies.